Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your weekly reading, so I've quite literally got this image of you walking around and it's like you're on fire. Quite literally, you're on fire and you're just walking around and going, like you might be walking down to like the supermarket or just somewhere every day and just going, yep, I'm on fire. I'm not going to try and hide that. I'm just, it is me and that's just what's happening at this moment in time. And so it's just like, this is me. This is the new reality. I'm on fire at the moment. So, I think it's quite a positive way. It's like this is it. This is it. This is what's happening for me. So let's see what's coming in. I mean, I do think there's been a huge activation for you guys with your full moon happening on the 14th. We've got a few cards coming out here. And that would have had I think I'm seeing, because it's the element of fire and fire is your element, it's had quite an effect of just emblazoning you, or a passion or a motivation or a drive has just kind of a spark. But it's not just a spark. It's like, whoa, it's just blown. So let's see. We've got awakening, number 20, renewal and enlightenment. We love it. Look at that beautiful peacock there. This is the equivalent of the judgment energy. So I love this energy, renewal and enlightenment. It does feel like being in your own energy, where there was a lot of energy, like with that full moon connected to the galactic center, and it was just pure Sagittarius energy that was coming through. I feel like it just gave you a huge boost of soul energy, of your solar batteries as well. It just felt like, oh, this is good. And we've also got 5 of feathers, strategy, resilience, and 3 of feathers, release and recovery. So you need this little armadillo needs this strategy and resilience, because you're quite literally walking around on fire. So you need to have you need to be able to work out a way how to deal with that. The 3 of feathers, release and recovery, probably means that there's been some deep wounds that potentially have been released or healed, or some big understandings around it that could have precipitated the start of a healing cycle. I feel like you've been freed of something where you're feeling lighter, and it just feels like, oh my goodness. So the only thing I'm saying with the strategy and resilience is that you could quite literally feel like you're on cloud 9 with this energy. It doesn't necessarily feel very grounded. And that's with the strategy and resilience, is that you're moving forward now you've got this energy, and it's about utilizing it to your best advantage. So, look at all these cards that have come out for you. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got the sun. I can see that. The sun, Leo, Aries, more fire. The sun, we were saying your solar batteries are being recharged. The sun is like your soul's expression of who you are. It's your vitality. It's your joy. Even physically, you might feel better. You might feel lighter. You might have more energy, which is actually really great to come through. We've got Cup 4, Neptune, Cancer, and Cup 8, Neptune, Pisces. And this is because you've got the blah, blah, blah emotional energies on the side of you, that you're able to kind of, it's, they're carrying it around. The awakening, the number 20, wants you to release this. So it's a sense that the sun has shone on these more stagnant emotional energies and just gone, you know what, if I'm bored, if I'm disillusioned, if I'm restless, if I'm feeling really unfulfilled, there's a lot of Neptune around. So this could be creating some confusion around relationships as well. Or you might see other people around you that are just feeling a bit like blah, blah, blah. But I feel like this is you, the sun energy. The sun shines on all of this and brings the vitality and joy back, and the clarity as well, because Neptune can confuse some of these emotions. So you potentially, there could be a bit of a mismatch between how you're feeling and some of your emotions. So this, I know that didn't quite make sense, but I mean how you're feeling in terms of this vitality and joy with the sun, how you're feeling like you're expressing yourself in the world, how you're feeling like you're connected to your soul's expression of who you are. And then you've got these kind of 2 drop kicks just hanging around with you, these dead weights, and it just feels a bit like, oh, look, I'm busy, guys. I've got something better to do. So it's a little bit like you might even notice that there's people around you, if they're not on the same wavelength as you, you're going to want to leave them behind. Like, you're not going to want to hang out with them. Absolutely. But this is also, if there's just some murky emotion around, I feel like this sun energy is a lot stronger. It's wanting to kind of help you. And if there are emotions around that, the release and recovery is the equivalent of the Three of Swords. So it is saying that there's been potentially a wound has been activated where there's this renewal and enlightenment that's coming through. And this does feel like there's a lovely energy around it, but maybe there's a plan. Maybe there's still a little bit of like, there's a bit of an edge with those two murky emotional energies around where it's like, I need to work out a plan how to deal with these emotions that are still hanging around that I'm not feeling so great with, or these people around me that are just kind of it's like a downer energy. So this is, the sun is blazing stronger. So this is where you're on fire, but it's still saying that it's showing you really kind of clearly that there's some things that need to be kind of sorted out in terms of just things that you're bored and not feeling great with, haven't been fulfilling. The Nine of Pentacles, this is you happy on your own, happy in your own skin, very abundant and free. The Fool, because, stepping into something new, wanting to step into something new. The awakening energy represents a rebirth of sorts. You're about to step into something big and new and you're just clearing a whole heap of stuff out. The Two of Wands, starting something new, taking that initial first step, that initial leap of faith. And that's why I'm kind of getting you on fire. Look at this, the Ace of Cups. This is so beautiful. This is like the rebirth, the birth of something really amazing and beautiful, the birth of feeling differently, the birth of love, the birth of joy, the birth of happiness. There could be a lot of emotions around, but it's certainly not feeling blah, blah, blah like these two are here. And the Three of Pentacles, beautiful, feeling really valued as well. This is a collaborative energy, very productive. So there might be something new you're stepping into that you absolutely love, that is working with other people, making something of great value or beauty coming through. This can be study as well, doing an online course or some form of study that's coming through. But the Three of Pentacles is where, you've stepped into something new that feels really good. This is you doing it because you kind of got to do it on your own terms because you don't want to be around the kind of like the buzzkill energies that are around you at this moment in time. But this is with working with people that feels really good. This is you collaborating with people around you or energies, and they're making a cathedral. So they're master craftsmen. They're the thing that you're doing. You're either learning these skills or you've got these skills, and there's this bigger picture energy. The cathedral takes hundreds of years to make. There's celebration around it, the Three of Cups. Beautiful. So you're celebrating this new start. You're celebrating doing this. It's just fantastic. Like, it feels like a whole new energy, like a whole new you. And so you're able to step into these new things and feel really free and feel really valued, or that you really value this thing that you're learning and studying and doing now and mastering. So whatever this Three of Pentacles is, whether it's something new that it could be anything in your life. It's something new. Like I said, it could be related to study quite literally, but it could be stepping into a new role with your work, or you're just learning something new with your work and working on a new project. Maybe the Three of Pentacles is mastery in terms of relationships as well. But it just is moving into a more fulfilling energy that's coming through here. It will just kind of be different for all of you. But the Fool is like, press the reset. The sun is shining. I'm free, fancy free. Both of this and the Nine of Pentacles, fancy free, off on the next big adventure. Here you are, the world's in your hand, and off you go. And you step into the Ace of Cups is really, really nice. This little dog here is going, hey, you're about to step off that cliff. Look before you leap. And you're like, I'll be fine. And you will be. So there's a real cause for celebration this week. And that is a really great energy to come through for you, Sagittarius. So let's see what animal energy you are working with. We've got the bat. So just as we were talking about, something has been freed inside of your mind, some sort of fear that you were holding on to, especially in that full moon that was in your sign, because we've got the full moon. Bats represent fear, releasing of fear, and the element of air is something inside your mind. So this is like you've just been liberated by something that was potentially a conflict or potentially just needed to be released, something that just felt like they were energies that were pulling you down. And now you're stepping into this beautiful new energy of a rebirth, which is really lovely. So I feel like, whatever was shown to you or within that full moon energy, within your mind, you realize that there was a higher truth and that it was time to kind of let some fears go and just go for it. And so this is it, taking a huge leap of faith and, time to celebrate, starting something completely new and free. So that's it, Sagittarius. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and look forward to seeing you next time.